Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to the Cologne Podcast. I'm Myke.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're just two best friends giving that uneducated opinion on the beautiful world of fragrances.
We're dumb.
Yeah. We are. You know who's not dumb?
Who's that?
Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He just bought us 5 coffees and he said, not sure if Myke is still looking for a summer scent, but if you are, use this to get a sample of replicas under the lemon tree. Love the show? Spray it up.
And you know what we did? As soon as he did that, we did
that.
We went to myfragrancesamples.com.
Yep.
We did order Under the Lemon Tree by Replica, and you also got another thing as well.
I think it's called Vanilla Cake.
Okay.
By Montal.
By Montal? Okay.
We were talking about Montal the other day on our super secret alert deals. We're talking about how they were on sale at TJ Maxx, online.u.cdk.773. And Montal, Mancera, and there was another one. Memo. The triple M, 3M. They were on sale. And we were like, I thought Montal and Mancera, blah, I thought they were friends and they hang out on the weekends. So I said, you know what? I want to get a Montal fragrance. And I was hungry at the time, so I got Vanilla Cake.
Dude, that's badass.
Okay, well, let's get into today's episode where we're going to take a look at Polo Cologne Intense Eau de Parfum from Ralph Lauren.
So that's like their oldest cologne. It's like one of their old schoolers that they've supposedly updated just recently.
I guess. I want to say my dad, before he abandoned me, used to wear Polo.
Myke.
It's one of the fond memories I still hold dear. Dad, you smelled great. Well, let me tell you who probably wouldn't have thought my dad smelled great.
Who's that?
Seldom Seen on Fragrantica. Here's what he has to say about Polo Cologne Intense Eau de Parfum from Ralph Lauren.
Totally not a mouthful.
No. Seldom Seen says, sounded promising, but ultimately a very boring release. Smells like a spicy green, inexpensive body wash. Meh. Performance is lackluster too. Fans of the Polo fragrances may find this release appealing. Sample it before you buy it by going to my fragrance. Oh, no, wait, he didn't write that part. Sample it before you buy it, unless you like the house and buy it at discount prices. You've been forewarned.
Damn.
By Seldom Seen.
You know, usually me and you're always kind of like, these people are idiots. But I am a little hesitant because I know me and you both kind of share this disdain for, I don't want to say disdain, but we kind of share this same kind of like, we're a little skittish.
Concern.
Concern or
with
skittish.
With green fragrances.
Yeah. I've never been like, oh man, this is it on green fragrances.
Yeah.
Ever. I've never been like that.
Me either.
Yeah.
You know what I did really like though?
What's that?
Last night's one night stand.
Ooh.
Let's get into it. One night stand review. Roja Parfum, Burlington 1819. Hit the music, Todd.
Yeah. One night stand review.
Oh, God.
Yes.
It's a bed I never wanted to get out of.
It was cold outside, but warm inside.
Yeah. The linens were 1,000 thread Egyptian cotton.
Oh, sounds heavenly. Sounds like you spent the night at a Holiday Inn Express, Ryan.
Then Roja Parfums told me to get the fuck out.
Yeah, he said, you got 18 to 19 minutes to get out of this bed.
Pretty much. But I must say that my time was well spent in Burlington 1819.
Yeah.
That is, without a doubt, one of the most badass fragrances I have ever smelled.
Yeah. I think yesterday you said, this is the most badass fragrance I've ever smelled. Verbatim.
I probably did.
You did.
And even when we came in today, smelling this on the cart, it's still on the cart, people.
Yeah.
It's like right now, it's like that more just straight up tobacco, but it's like the best tobacco I've ever smelled. Ever.
So yesterday we both spray it on, and then I forced Ryan to help me move a couch, which I was trading to my barber for haircuts.
That's the kind of life this guy's living.
Hey, man, it's that third world bartering system. That's how I live my life.
And the best part is he shows up today, and he's got the freshest haircut you've ever seen.
I look incredible. Forbes, if you're listening, I know you started at episode 39, but if you're listening now, dude, I love you. This haircut looks amazing. I'm about to smell amazing. But yeah, so anyways, I forced Ryan to help me move this couch, and we get outside in the hot Texas heat, and this shit starts kicking up hard. I like smelling it. It smells amazing. And then I go to get my hair cut, and by the time I got into town, it was raining. Yeah. So this couch is getting like fucking poured on. But we moved the couch. Me and my friend Forbes moved this couch. And then he goes to cut my hair, and he goes, man, you got something on. You smelling good. And I said, it's that Burlington 1819. And he said, that was a good year.
It is seriously... It's incredible,
Chef's
guys.
kiss.
Yeah, it's so incredible. Good. And I'm going to tell you, I still stand by it. I know Myke has said that he's going to buy probably a couple more of these from RojaParfums.com, but... Or
if our friend Mark over at MyFragranceSamples.com gets it in stock, Mark, I'm coming to you for a 15 ml sample.
Mm-hmm. And then for me, I'm like, I want to own a whole bottle of this, so this might be something I'll save up for the rest of the year.
That's the one thing about Roja Parfums. All the bottles, gorgeous. Yeah. If I was a man who had a brilliant collection that had beautiful bottles on the shelf, I would want a bottle of this. I'm a man who's looking at about 4 bottles on the shelf.
Yeah.
And most of them are designer. So I'm more worried about smelling good right now. I worry about the bottles when this thing really takes off. We get those Jeremy fragrance numbers, then we can jump into that.
I'll never drive a Ferrari, though. I'll tell you all that right now.
No.
If we ever get big, I'll never drive a Ferrari.
Once I bought a truck, now I'm like, that's all I want to drive.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I mean, the wife and I drive a Honda over here. But when I get into Mike's truck, I'm like, oh, man, it's so nice to stretch out with my 6'2.5" frame body. I'm like, nice not to have my knees in my throat.
The thing I love, this isn't a truck podcast. I'll tell you what, we both love Burlington 1819. You should definitely get a sample of it. And if you got the money, I bet you'll buy it.
And I want to say one thing. Maybe won't be doing it by the time when this comes out to air, when we get this done recording, but definitely follow Roja Dove on like Instagram and stuff, like, because today they are just like, hey, any bottle you buy, it's usually on the expensive bottles, like literally like the Big Daddies, like 500 up. But if you buy anything from his website today, he's just going to personally sign to you. Dude, we've said this before. It's like getting the artist of a brilliant Renaissance painting to like sign something to you. It's ridiculous.
It's like getting the Pope to sign your Bible.
Pretty much, dude. It's ridiculous.
All right, let's get into our scent of the day. Polo Cologne Intense Eau de Parfum from Ralph Lauren.
Rolls right off the tongue. Let's do it. Where's this bad boy at?
Here it is.
Oh, God. It's a lot to write on there.
It really is.
Okay, here we go.
The labels from MyFragranceSamples.com are very professional. Sometimes you see like people who offer decants, like all their stuff is like handwritten. You can't read it. His are nice. And even with a million words on here for Ralph Lauren's Polo Cologne Intense Eau de Parfum, still all legible.
Interesting. Definitely green.
I instantly do not like this.
I don't hate it. I'm not super like crazy about it, but I am going to say that it's actually a pretty decent smell.
It does remind me of like a mature type scent. It reminds me of my dad.
Yeah. On the cardstock, I don't know why. Does it smell a little suedey a little bit?
I'm getting that more on the skin.
I'm getting it more on the cardstock. You know what it actually kind of smells like a little bit?
What?
When we first got into the studio, we were like painting over everything. Kind of smell on the card. It smells a little bit like paint a little bit.
Oh, I don't get that.
Like when you walk in, drywall paint.
Oh, well, I can kind of see it. But like sweet and not as like burning.
Yeah.
I can kind of see it. It's kind of sweet on the card. To me, on the skin, to me, it just smells mature.
It's not a bad scent.
It's not. I do vibe the, shower gel sort of. It does have that, but it also has a little something on there that does make it a little bit more man's man, 45 and up sort of a guy.
Yeah. But man, I would enjoy this on somebody. Like if I had to deal business with somebody and I had to talk to them for a long period of time, I'd like it on somebody.
You know what this reminds me of?
Huh.
Okay. Should we just get into the who's wearing it?
Yeah. Okay, Myke. Who's wearing it?
Well, Ryan, now that you brought that up, It reminds me of the golfing guy that we were talking to when we did the Dallas shoot.
Yeah, it does remind me of him.
I feel like this is something he'd be wearing and smelling great.
And he was a cool cat, man.
Super cool cat. Hilarious.
We first thought he was being a dick to us.
Yeah.
We're like, he's like, what the hell are you guys doing at the goddamn door here?
Yeah. So we do like a pretty long shoot. We were doing headshots of like pretty much 20 people from an organization. So we show up early to set up, and he's like the only guy in the office. As we're trying to open the door, and apparently there's like key codes you got to press in and stuff.
Yeah.
So he opens the door and he's like, what are y'all breaking out here? What the hell are y'all doing? And it's like, you know, guys in Texas especially, they're like smart asses as they get older. I mean, we're smart asses to each other, but we're never like smart asses to other people.
Yeah.
But when you get older, you just stop giving French fucks about everything.
Pretty much.
And so he was busting our balls, but he ended up being our favorite person of the day, man. He was just hanging out, cracking jokes. We were having a great time.
He really was badass. Yeah, he ended up being the best person there, and he was hilarious. But yeah, I could see him wearing this. It's not crisp clean.
Yeah.
It's like really
got a little dirt on the bottom of it.
I was going to say a little soft, but I can understand it's a little bit of dirt on the bottom of it. I kind of like it. It's kind of growing on me as we're smelling it more.
I would never wear it. Never wear it.
I personally, I would never wear it.
It feels a little more mature for me.
Yeah, this is probably, you think 45 and up?
I think so.
Yeah. I think a person that's got a little gray in their beard or a little pepper in their hair.
Yeah, salt and pepper action.
Yeah, I think this will smell badass on them.
Here's the only way I'd wear it. If I was meeting with the client and I'm going slacks, polo shirt tucked in.
Yeah.
Ralph Lauren polo shirt. Tucked in, wearing a nice belt. Mm-hmm. I would say I could probably wear this, and it's like a clean smell, but if I'm a little more dressed up, the mature would be like, oh, this guy's got his shit together. Just not accurate. But
yeah.
I could see myself wearing it then, and probably only then.
I didn't know that this came out. So this came out April this year.
Yeah.
Did it really launch on April 1st, April Fool's Day?
What a joke.
No way they let it do that.
I don't know.
Well, it seems to be that's when it dropped, but whatever. If that's...
Hey, we're only about 4 months past due on doing this one. That's right. You're getting the exclusive hard-hitting facts here on the Cologne Podcast.
You know what I'm going to say about Polo? I've never liked their bottles.
Yeah, they just feel a little on the cheap side. I like the red and black one. That one feels kind of cool.
That one or this?
That one.
Okay. Yeah, I still
in person, it looks a little like, hey, if I was, high schooler, had a bottle like that, I'd be like, man, this shit looks awesome.
I hate that everything's rounded. Every edge on it, and the cap to the bottle, everything's rounded. It looks like a flunky, man.
When you're like me and Ryan and everything on your body is rounded.
Yeah, you want some
angles and some curve, Not curves.
Man, I mean, it trended hard for like a month. And then actually,
all the blind buys from the YouTubers doing reviews, probably.
Literally, it did it for a month and then it just died off. Yeah.
Because there's nothing like super special about this.
There isn't. I agree.
All right. Well, let's get into it then, Ryan. Skip it.
Sample it.
Buy it.
For me, I'm skipping it. Skipping it hard.
I'm going to go straight Randy Jackson and say it's a no for me, dog.
That's Mike's worst thing you could hear from him right there. He pretty much told Polo to kiss it. It
already had 2 strikes because it was a green fragrance. And then whenever it came out a little mature, I was like, I'm still immature.
Yeah. It smells like one of those scents that we would like pick up if they like ripped it off and sold a bottle for like $5. But it's like obviously more elevated than that. But it's like, it seems like an easy fragrance to copy and kind of put out there. It's just, that's what green scents smell like to me.
To me, being able to buy decants has completely changed my view of fragrances. Because it's like, even if I like this fragrance and could see utilizing it in different situations, I would still only buy like 10 mil.
Yeah, I'm not spending $100 on this. Ever.
Because you can get designer fragrances in decants at a very reasonable price.
Yeah.
There's no way I would ever spend more than $30 to have this available to me.
But here's the thing too, man. I mean, we smelled Burlington 1819 the other day.
Yeah.
And that's one, it could go back to a little bit like early 30s kind of vibe and up. But I can see an older gentleman wearing that, and dude, they'd be like King Dick in the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it has that awesome tobacco type vibe.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of hard to go from that and then step down into Polo Cologne Intense Eau de Parfum Ralph Lauren and not compare the two. And Roja Dove is just throwing haymakers on all these type of fragrances, you know?
You know, I have a question to our audience. Anybody out there that knows of legit what they may consider the best green scent that exists on the planet Earth, write us an email at thecolognepodcast@gmail.com, because I want somebody to change my mind and possibly Myke's on green fragrances, because I just don't get it. I don't get it with green fragrances. They're like ultra safe to me. Does that kind of feel that way to you?
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I love Irish Spring shower gel.
Yeah.
I love it. Don't really use it so much anymore because it is heavily fragranted.
Yeah.
But I do love that smell. I bet a lot of people are going to say, check out Green Irish Tweed. It's kind of the king of greens, but I don't know.
Have we ever had an actual sample of that one? I don't think we have.
Yeah.
I think in the beginning, all we had was a clone of it, wasn't it?
I think we had the alt fragrance version. Yeah.
We need to we'll see what people say first, but if they end up saying Green Irish Tweed, we need to smell it. But I have yet to smell a green fragrance that just like puts me on my ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
It's always like this. Like it's a clean smell, but It's like...
Well, first, Ryan, you probably have to get up off your ass for something to knock you down on it. All right. Let me just say this.
Say it.
We're overwhelmed with the support for this podcast.
We most certainly are.
We've made friends all across the globe. Every single one of you guys means something to us, and we appreciate you. If you're listening and you find value in what we're doing and you do want to support the podcast, we're only going to ask you to check out one thing.
What's that?
It's simply going to buymeacoffee.com/Cologne podcast.
Yeah.
Whatever you donate there is going straight into the podcast. Ryan's not saving that money to spend on Burlington 1819 someday.
No.
I won't let him. If you decide to donate there, it's going to go directly towards the podcast and the podcast only, and we would love you immensely.
Yeah, we'd probably call you late at night.
We'd say, you up?
They're like, new phone, who dis?
Exactly. All right. What are we looking at next episode, Ryan?
Man, gonna be Whispers in the Library.
What was that, Ryan? I don't think I could hear you.
She'll hear you. We'll be sampling Whispers in the Library.
What is that, Mason Margiela?
Replica.
I think it's Replica line by Mason Margiela.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm probably wrong. I'm usually
Wrong.
I'm always
Wrong.
Yes. Okay. Well, if you want to check that out, stay tuned. Hang out with us. We're coming back with Whispers in the Library from Replica. Spray it up, y'all.
Spray it up.